Yet another
An elf
petrol.
sits tucked away in a dark spot, lazily rolling dice onto the surface of a barrel. They sound like the dry cackling of an old witch.
Snake eyes.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like.
She
May I
shakes
join
her
you?
head.
Game for one, I'm afraid. Rolling dice. Deciding fates.
Can you really read the future in cow entrails as well?
Seriously.
Not the future, no. But I can read the past in flesh. One of the perks of being an elf, you see. I'm quite good at it, too. I could lick your arm and tell you how you spent the night before last. Shall I?
She gives
Sure.
a vigorous stroke of the tongue, efficient like a cat grooming.
You were in a cellar with other sorcerers, watching, staring at them, hoping that none would stare back. You were thinking of flesh. Or, to be rather more precise, the pleasures of the flesh. Those that have eluded you for so long.
That's exactly right.
The truth's right there, skin deep, so to speak. But don't you worry, darling. Your secret's safe with me. I don't lick and tell.
And whose fate those dice of yours are
Don't worry.
deciding?
It isn't yours.
She looks you up and down with the merest hint of a coy smile on her lip.
Never say never, though.
Never say never.
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard.
Good fight. That right. I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Mest. Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
Never thought you'd end up a prison.
A scruffy man lounges against the wall with scarred arms folded. A sly smile playing on his face, he stares across at the Magister guarding him. Noticing you, he straightens and beckons for you to come closer.
Watch
Yes.
your back, new fish. There's a murderer on board, and I'd bet 3 months' pay it's this trampy fan.
Rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning, the man named Ifan beckons again. He leans in and adjusts your collar with a sharp tug, balancing its weight so it no longer presses unpleasantly on your neck. He winks.
Thank you.
Inches less that way, right?
Hocking
Yes.
a phlegmy gobbet in your general direction, the sullen Magister settles back to his task of glowering at Ifan. And now, you.
Why does this Magister suspect you of the murder?
We used to know each other, more's the pity. I was his commander many, many, many moons ago. Isn't that right, Vic?
Standing far back from Ifan, the tight-faced Magister draws one finger across his throat in an elaborate fashion, but says nothing. Ifan grins, flashing pointed white teeth.
Same as he was at 14 years old. Only difference is somebody gave him a bigger sword and now he's Johnny Big Pants.
What did you do to vent yourself at the mercy of us
Long story.
Bernadette?
Maybe I'll tell you about it in the joy. Away from interested parties.
Well, I'm so curious about the murder. Did you do it?
The dead man.
Okay.
Finn, is it? I'd no business with him. And I wouldn't put a man down without good reason.
He glances over at Magister Victor, who's staring back at him with pointed intensity.
Damn shame sheer annoyance isn't reason enough.
Do you know about the place we're heading for the Joy, was it?
I've heard a lot. Nothing good. No surprise there, since Bishop Alexander runs the show. Wonder if we'll get to meet the ringmaster himself.
Well, I must admit, that's one of your acquaintances I am not eager
Not
to
eager
make.
bow before the great Bishop Alexander, son of the divine himself. My sentiments exactly. But Vic here will blow a blood vessel if he hears you talking like that.
What are you conspiring about over there? You, lizard, what's your name?
Oh, don't mind him. Vic's just got a bee in his bonnet. And that bee is me.
Name?
My name is Fane. Not that you can hear, not that you can pronounce it. But you may call me
Magister Victor
Fane.
looks at you suspiciously, then scrawls something illegible down in a tiny notebook. He scowls at you as he stows the notebook back in his voluminous robes.
Away with you, at once.
Ifan performs an elaborate pantomime of keeping quiet, one finger in front of his lips as he leans back against the wall.
They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep
Well,
carrying
well.
on.
What have we here? A fresh face in this stale hell. Let's size you up, shall we? See if you'll do.
The lizard looks you up and down, like a farmer would a fetching horse. All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
What are you trying to hear anyway?
There's some discoloration, but I've seen worse. After all, one can't expect to find prime merchandise on a squalid little ship like this. Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Can you cook?
I surely can, but my sense of taste is not what it used to
Of
be.
course, a cook who can't taste is about as useful as a dog in a chess game. On to the second question. Can you knit, weave? In short, tailor?
Well, certainly, I can give an to sight and make a bum look like a baron, even.
The caress of satin on my scarlet skin once more. A most satisfactory answer indeed. On then to my final query. Have you the ability to administer the upkeep of one's personal appearance? The delicate art of cosmetics is what I'm after.
Well, surely. I'm not stranger to the combs, powders, perfumes, masks.
I suppose that's a start. So, 3 questions asked, 3 questions answered. Let's evaluate, shall we? As per your own testimony, you can tailor and groom, but you have the taste buds of a dung beetle. Still,
Yes.
beggars can't be choosers. So without further ado, I offer you my sincerest congratulations. As of now, you are my slave.
I'm your
My
what now?
slave, of course. Oh, but I see. Yes, I suppose it must take some time for the full extent of this honor to sink in. Anyway, you may leave me for a moment. We'll go over your duties once we reach Fort Joy. Now shoo!
Your kind always hung close.
Okay.
Were that I had more than gruel to serve. If I'd more than cornmeal and rotting roots, I'd concoct something more fitting. Meanwhile, the Magisters feast on honeyed meat behind this very wall. The indignity.
Oh, the indignity,
A
indeed.
sits totally upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits, each one braided through with golden medallions. He raises an eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open his eyes.
Listen up, boy. You hear that?
What am I supposed to be hearing?
Of course.
A wave of sound washes over you. The unintelligible chatter of your shipmates, the groaning of wood from floor to ceiling, the boom, crash and crackle of waves around you, complaints from the sea itself.
And?
The sea sounds angry. Like it's trying to capsize the
He cocks
ship.
his ear, listening.
That isn't anger. It's
He cocks his ear to the other side, then smiles.
anticipation. She senses something. I'd hold on to my breeches if I were you, mate. That's all you hear, though. Listen close. There now, just like that.
Squeak!
Aha!
His eyes
What?
snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy. One great paw claps you on the back. The other catches you before you lose your footing.
There. You heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye, this is good news, boy. Good news.
Of course I heard it. What is it supposed to be?
The wheel, don't you see, you beautiful idiot? Squeaks whenever the helmsman jerks it clockwise, which means we're heading east. Burn
Oh.
weird. That means if we've been traveling for, yes, only 10.34 nautical miles to Fort Joy.
Why are you so excited about reaching that place anyway? I haven't heard anything good about it.
Indeed, boy. But that ain't my final destination.
The
It
dwarf
ain't?
leans back from the table and strokes his beard, gold medallions jingling merrily. His eyes roll over to you.
That'll be all. Thank you kindly, boy.
If you're hatching an
He
escape plan, I
continues
wouldn't.
stroking his beard, a beatific smile on his lips, and doesn't acknowledge you anymore.
The Magisters are out for blood. You saw the body, didn't you? Big bruiser like you ought to be able to take 'em on.
Name?
Fane.
You aren't here on my list. Scram, eh? We're trying to catch a killer here. Don't you get saucy with me.
A list.
Clearly don't know the first thing
It's a
about-
register, sir. Good, good. Magister Williams is just about done with the last passenger. You faring okay so far?
Do you really care?
Seems Voidwalk can dog your heels like a shadow. That's no way to live, is it? You'll see. We're gonna help you. You head on in now. Williams will get you sorted fast.
Thank you.
And if she tries to run, shoot to kill.
You seem on edge of it.
Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters. They keep their crossbow trained upon her as she's being interrogated by an officer.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella.
Yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
She turns her head and looks you straight in the eye.
I don't know her.
Officers' lives must end.
Good God, the woman's mad. You there, sorcerer, go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
What did you mean that the others whose lives must end?
The doors to a close. Do stick around for its finale, though, because
She reaches for her collar and simply removes it.
I'm just about to create a scene.
Subdue her, men, quickly! If she casts source, the Voidwoken will come. They'll end us all.
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
Precisely.
Mask. She stole it. If these savages see
Oh.
me without it, they will have my skull for a goblet.
Bucket or something. There has to be a bucket. A few of them are in good spirits, especially the children. The others are sullen. Don't blame them, change is rough. But they'll make new friends sooner or later. And when we cure them for good, they'll be thanking us, not cursing. Well, most of them. That elf with the dice, that lone wolf, the creaky-voiced woman in the kitchen. Some folks won't get over it. Reckon they won't be first to get cured. If they're ever cured at all. Lemonade, bottle of beer.
What? What happened? Water? Wine, for goodness sake. Oh.
Oh, there's no water.
The lizard's
There's no
eyes
wine.
close as he slips into unconsciousness.
This tome contains no text. Instead, sketches of dragons fill every page. The artist is hardly talented, but clearly enthusiastic. There's a doggy over there. Doesn't sound too friendly.
Need to get off
Oh, gold cup.
quick.
You're trembling.
Damn. That doesn't bode well. Onwards and upwards.
Hello?
What a fine, Grace. What was...
He eyes the collar circling your neck and reaches a hand towards his blade.
That wasn't me.
The Magister's companion doesn't blink, frozen in place at the sight of you.
What's going on here? What have you seen?
No. Mutiny.
No!
Did that witch fix your collar too?
He whispers loudly to the
It's
other
on?
Magister.
Don't just cower there, Rix. Take out your blade.
Rix grabs his sword, which shakes in the rhythm of his trembling hand.
There is no mutiny! I almost died at this woman's hands!
The Magisters look to each other, then back to you, and unsheath their blades with a metallic zing.
Your lies end here. Get him.
Great gods. Something's pounding on the hull.
The marking on the door was painted recently, judging from its pungent scent. You recognize the symbol immediately for what it is. A warning of death fog within. You press your palm against the door to open it. Your fingers clack against the wood, and you suddenly feel grey. The touch leaves you numb, dull.
Oh, he left poison. Good. Oh, of course. There's someone up. There was someone up there. Wait for me!
Shut your trap, kid. Children and dwarfs first, just like the old stories say.
The dwarf yanks at one of the nearby ropes to no avail.
You said there were other people down there. We need to help them.
You see those tentacles, kid? It's time for getting the hell out of here.
Jill is right. I just came from the lower deck. There's no one going. I'm not going back there. There's no one left alive.
We need to go.
But what about the ladder? It's right over there. We can go straight down.
Fine. Stay tight. I'll go there.
Thank you.
You're gonna be the death of us, you hear?
Yeah. You don't say. I'm gonna be the death of me.
The Magister lies on the floor, unconscious and bleeding from a dire-looking wound.
It's not like I can take her with me.
If you can walk, get yourself up the ladder. There's a... Wait. Void woken.
Okay.
These beardless bugs won't sink a ship on my watch.
Oh, it's all of them. I thought there were... Wait. It doesn't sit right with me. We were here, right? They were all unconscious just a moment ago.
Let the games begin.
You wasted perfectly fine poison. But you're right, let's go.
I hear something. It's...
What? Oh, so we can help her. Can we?
She tries to speak, but can only gape as she clutches her neck, trying to stem the bleeding of a gushing wound. With jagged movements, she raises her clenched fist and holds out a length of cloth, soaked with some kind of strong-smelling tincture.
Take it and hold it tight in the wood to try and
Blood
stem the
quickly
bleeding.
soaks through the cloth. Magister Siwan's mouth opens and closes, her eyes wide in terror.
Wrap it like a
Blood pours out
tourniquet.
from around the bandage. Magister Siwan reaches out to you, her hand flailing. It's
Hold it
The
tighter.
pressure is stemming the flow of blood. Siwan clutches your arm, her eyes locked with yours. Something within the ship snaps. The floorboards shudder. Siwan struggles
Hold
to
it.
her feet, clinging to you tightly. The ship lets out a deep groan, then cracks.
This is it. She's got...
I have plans for you, child. Rise.
Honorable Dallas, we lost a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to Fort Joy. We assume some escaped and broke their collars. Their vile magic lured the Voidwoken. All who were aboard are presumed dead. Yours faithfully into eternity, High Judge Orivan